Rihanna was once the biggest name in music. Her songs were played everywhere, on the radio, at parties, even in elevators. She had millions of fans around the world who loved her voice, her style, and her confidence. But one day, without any warning, she stopped making music. No new songs, no concerts, not even a single post on social media. Everyone was shocked. The news spread like wildfire. Headlines read, "Rihanna quits music forever. What happened to Robin Fenty? Is this the end of an era?" Fans were heartbroken. The music world couldn't believe it. They asked, why would she just walk away? Some people said she was tired. Others thought she wanted to focus on her makeup line or fashion brand. But nobody really knew the truth. Until 6 years later, it started with a letter. A simple handwritten letter that showed up in the mailbox of a small elementary school in Barbados, Rihanna's home country. The letter was addressed to the school principal and signed by none other than Robin Fenty herself, Rihanna's real name. Inside, she wrote, "Dear Mr. Charles, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to let you know that I'd like to visit your school next month. I want to meet the children and help build the new music room we talked about. Thank you for letting me be part of something so important. Love, Robin." She wore no glittery outfits, no high heels, just jeans, a t-shirt, and a big smile. She spent the whole week at the school. She helped paint walls, set up instruments, and most importantly, she listened. She sat with students during lunch. She laughed with them. She even sang a little, not for cameras or crowds, but just for fun. One student, a shy 12-year-old named Lila, asked her, "Why did you stop singing? We all miss your songs." Rihanna looked at her kindly and said, "I didn't stop because I didn't love music anymore. I stopped so I could find a way to share it with kids like you." Lila tilted her head. "What do you mean?" Rihanna smiled. "When I was growing up here in Barbados, I didn't have much, but I had music. It gave me hope. It made me feel like I could do anything, but not every kid gets that chance." She paused, then added softly, "So I left the spotlight to bring music to places where dreams start. Schools, community centers, villages. I wanted every child to know how powerful they are when they sing their truth." You see, Rihanna hadn't disappeared. She had simply changed her stage. Instead of performing on big tours, she was helping kids learn to play guitar, drums, and piano. Instead of selling millions of albums, she was giving free music lessons online. And instead of being a star on red carpets, she was visiting hospitals, orphanages, and schools, teaching kids that music is not just for celebrities. She even started a program called Little Voices, which helps young singers from poor communities get training, equipment, and support. "I used to think my job was to make hits," she told a local reporter during her visit. "Now I know my job is to help others find their voice." People were moved, emotional, inspired. Her old fans watched videos of her teaching kids and cried happy tears. Young girls saw her talking to students and felt brave enough to try singing themselves. And slowly, a new kind of magic began. Not in concert halls, but in classrooms, living rooms, and hearts. Rihanna never came back to the pop charts, but she found something more meaningful than fame. She found purpose. Years later, at the opening of a new music center in Africa, Rihanna stood in front of a crowd of cheering children and said, "Music isn't just about being famous. It's about connection, about joy, about healing, and the best part, every single one of you has a song inside you waiting to come out." Then she picked up a guitar, strummed a few chords, and began to sing. Not for money, not for awards, just for the love of music, and for the future stars who were finally getting the chance to shine. And somewhere in the crowd, a little girl closed her eyes, smiled, and dreamed of one day becoming a singer too, because thanks to Rihanna, she now believed she could. The end.